Leslie Jordan, an entertainer, actor, and musician best known for his work on Will and Grace, American Horror Story, and his inspirational viral Instagram videos, passed away in a traffic accident. His co-stars were among the several people who paid tribute to Jordan on social media. Jordan, 67, earned an Emmy in 2006 for his portrayal of the sarcastic Beverly Leslie in the popular television program Will and Grace. According to Los Angeles Police Department officer Lizeth Lomeli, Jordan was driving a BMW when he struck the side of a building at Cahuenga Boulevard and Romaine Street at 9:30 in the morning. The veteran actor and author was pronounced deceased on the scene. Despite his tragic end, he had a very colorful life, and he will always have a special place in our hearts. Hi, welcome to YouWannaWatch, and in this video, we're going to commemorate him by presenting 20 facts about the late Leslie Jordan. Number 1. He was baptized over a dozen times. Leslie Jordan was raised in Tennessee in a very conservative Southern Christian household and was baptized 14 times. Whenever the preacher said, "Come forward, sinners," Leslie would say, "Ooh, I was out in the woods with that boy, I better go forward." My mother thought I was being dramatic. She'd say, "Leslie, you're already saved," and I'd say, "Well, I don't think it took." Number 2. He resorted to humor as a defense mechanism. Growing up can be incredibly challenging when you're different from the majority of the people around you because children can be cruel. "I was funny as a kid mostly to keep the bullies at bay," Leslie said in an interview with 𝗬𝗄𝘁𝗂𝘁. "They used to yell 'smear the queer' when we were playing dodgeball, so I figured if I could make them laugh, they'd leave me alone." And even when he got older, if he meets somebody he's not comfortable with and not ready to open up, he will make them laugh. Number 3. He is an author. Many people are unaware that, in addition to everything else he's accomplished, Leslie is also an author. He published a book titled My Trip Down the Pink Carpet in 2008. Leslie has a book deal as a result of his social media success. His book, How Are You Doing? Misadventures and Mischief from a Life Well Lived, which was published on April 2021. The book was made up of essays about different events in Leslie's life growing up as a church-going boy outside of Chattanooga to misadventures and drag to moving to Los Angeles in the midst of the AIDS crisis. Number 4. He has well over 100 acting credits. Younger people may be unaware of Leslie's impressive acting career. The truth is that he has been entertaining people long before social media existed. Leslie has received nearly 130 acting credits since his on-screen debut in 1986. Number 5. His father passed away when Leslie was young. Leslie is all about joking and laughing, but his life hasn't always been so. Leslie's father, a lieutenant in the Army, died in a plane crash when he was only 11 years old. Leslie shared a touching story about his father going out on Christmas Eve to find a doll for Leslie during one of his interviews. Number 6. He started his career with commercials. Everyone has to start somewhere, and in the entertainment industry, that usually means with commercials. Leslie began looking for work in the industry after moving to Los Angeles from Tennessee, and he landed some commercial spots with successful brands such as Doritos. Number 7. He is a playwright. There's no denying that Leslie is a natural in front of the camera, but he's also dabbled in other aspects of filmmaking. He has 3 writing credits on IMDb, 2 of which are for the plays Lost in the Pershing Point Hotel and Rockabilly Baby. Number 8. He was once in jail with Robert Downey Jr. During Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen's after show, the Will and Grace actor was asked by a fan to share the story of how he and the Avengers star were stuck in the same jail cell together. Leslie explained in the truncated version that he was sentenced to 120 days in prison in 1997 for several indiscretions he would really rather not describe, and that he has not had a drink since. His lawyer told him to ask for the homo tank, a gay section, when he got to jail because he will not survive on the main line. However, the guards refused his request and he was put in an area called the softy tank where he was expected to stay for 120 days. However, after 12 days, the guards told him he can go out. Leslie recalled the guards told him that they don't have a bed for Robert Downey Jr., so he's going to give his bed to the Iron Man actor. They did not really get to converse with each other when they were in a little holding area, but the two will always have something in common. 152, Pod A, Cell 13, Top Bunk, Leslie stated. Number 9. He gained nearly 5 million Instagram followers during the pandemic. Most people are aware that Leslie has become a social media celebrity during the pandemic, but many are unaware of how well his social media platforms have performed. During the pandemic, he gained approximately 5 million Instagram followers. On the platform, he currently has 5.8 million followers. He began posting vignettes on Instagram, simple, amusing moments from his life, while sitting out COVID-19 in Tennessee near his family, and was surprised to find his number of followers balloon into the millions. Number 10. He was a jockey. Leslie grew up riding horses, and his diminutive stature made him an ideal candidate for a career as a jockey. He was a jockey until he was almost 27 years old. He was eventually bitten by the ever-resistible acting bug and decided to pursue a career in entertainment. Number 11. He is a queer icon. Jordan told the New York Times in a June 2020 interview that his queer identity helped him find solidarity during the uprisings following the murder of George Floyd. He gave Deisha Dyer, a former Obama cabinet member, control of his Instagram account in order to facilitate a conversation about systemic racism. "I'm really divided whether I would go on Instagram or anything about it," Leslie said. "But when you have 4.7 million followers, I mean, you can't just sit silent. I'm a gay man who went through a lot of the early gay rights movement." Number 12. He bought his first piece of property at the age of 67. When he announced in August 2022 that he had just purchased his first piece of property, he brought joy to many belated first-time homeowners. "It's never too late to be happy, y'all. I really did it. I bought my first property," Leslie said in an August 13, 2022 Instagram video. The Will and Grace, an American Horror Story star, sang the theme to the Jeffersons sitcom in his signature Southern drawl as he spun the camera around the empty condo, showing a balcony view of several units behind it. Number 13. He developed a crush on 𝗁𝗁𝘁𝗁. When Leslie brought his fun-loving energy to the Jennifer Hudson show, he dishes to Jennifer that he developed a crush on 𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 while serving as a guest panelist on The Masked Singer. "He's 9 feet tall and I'm standing beside him. He rendered me mute. I couldn't even speak," he joked. Number 14. He said a dirty word in front of Michelle Obama and her daughters. When former First Lady Michelle Obama and her daughters, Malia and Sasha, attended Leslie's one-man show in Palm Springs, California, he was hesitant to use the dirty word after seeing them in the audience. However, when Leslie did say the word, it seems Michelle and her family reacted in an unexpected way. They hopped and high-fived each other. Number 15. He was always ready with a sassy one-liner. To the Los Angeles Times, which interviewed the beloved entertainer on multiple occasions throughout the years, he was a quote machine, always good for a juicy anecdote or a charming turn of phrase. One best example is, "I couldn't decide where I wanted to go, New York or Los Angeles. But I decided that if I was going to starve, it would be with a tan and I hit town when that white trash from the hills look was in, and boy, did I have that." Number 16. He was the older brother of his identical twin sisters. Television icon Leslie Jordan was a family man. He was the older brother of 2 sisters, Janet and Jonna, who were identical twins. They were 22 months younger than him. Leslie posted a photo with his sisters back in January 2019 with a heartfelt caption about their bond after their father died. "My sisters, the twins. I love them both so much," he wrote alongside the photo. "We lost our daddy in service to this amazing country when I was 11 and they were 9. We've been through so much, but as for now, it seems to be smooth sailing ahead." Throughout his career, the twins were 2 of his biggest inspirations. In an October 2016 Facebook post, he revealed that his American Horror Story Roanoke character, Cricket Marlowe, was inspired by Jonna, whose nickname is Cricket. Number 17. He honored his Chattanooga mother with funny memories. Leslie Jordan's mother, Peggy Ann Jordan of Chattanooga, died at the age of 86, surrounded by her family. Leslie became a surprise viral sensation in 2020, sharing Instagram stories, often about his mother, while they were all quarantined in Chattanooga. In May 2022, Leslie stated that he'd been thinking all day about funny stories to tell in honor of his mother after she died. And he sent her off in true Leslie fashion by sharing 2 more memories that made fun of Peggy's habit of mishearing things. His mother wanted to know the name of an actor from the TV show Fantasy Island, and her daughter said, 𝗑𝗏𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗍. "It hasn't arrived. My VA check," Peggy yelled back, mishearing the response to her Fantasy Island question. And one time, Leslie told his mom that he was going to catch up on my sleep while he was in Chattanooga. His mother asked, "How did that happen?" Leslie repeated that he needed more sleep, and his mother said, "No, how do you get catch up on your sleep?" We are nearing the end of our video, but before we proceed, we would like to ask you to please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/c/YouWannaWatch2022 and follow us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/YouWannaWatch. Any support you provide us will help us provide you with more and better content. Okay, now back to the story. Number 18. He wrote, directed, and starred in the hit comedy Hysterical Blindness. He wrote, directed, and starred in the hit comedy Hysterical Blindness, which poked fun at his Southern upbringing. The play premiered off-Broadway in the early 1990s and received critical acclaim. This performance drew the attention of television producers, resulting in a rash of TV sitcoms in which he continued to play the perplexed, humorous Southern boy. In New York, it is being revived and updated. Leslie Jordan's semi-autobiographical one-act musical comedy was about a lunatic Southern Baptist family is bittersweet and hilarious. A chorus of seasoned professionals and a slew of toe-tapping tunes back up his endearing stage presence. Number 19. He released the memoir, My Trip Down the Pink Carpet. Leslie Jordan is a small man with a huge proclivity for stealing scenes. My Trip Down the Pink Carpet is a fast-paced, rollicking collection of stories served with wit, sense of style, and plenty of biting asides. It delivers a fresh, laugh-out-loud take on Hollywood, fame, addiction, gay culture, and learning to love oneself, filled with comically overwrought childhood agonies, offbeat observations, and revealing celebrity encounters, from Boy George to George Clooney. And finally, at number 20, he was a Grand Marshal of the 2016 Capitol Pride Parade. Leslie Jordan was the event's Grand Marshal and was accompanied by Orange as the new black actress Laverne Cox and television personality Ross Matthews. Thousands of spectators turned out to watch the parade and support Washington's LGBT community. He also performed 2 shows of an hour of stand-up comedy at the same event. What do you think about Leslie Jordan and the 20 facts about him? Are you saddened by his death? Did we miss anything that you think should have been included? Let us know your thoughts by writing a comment on this video. If you're interested in our other videos, just hover over the videos and just press play. Until next time, watchers, thank you for watching our video.